depends on tourism. The question is, though, given all these restrictions and risks, does anyone really want to go on an international holiday this summer, or is it better to have that staycation? Back to you.
Black.
At least some reporting out of the
But the
UK
voice
is
was
that
still
people are
going.
booking out vacations at record rates.
The voice was still going. And I figured what happened. And then it got just as bright as could be, and the candles were about this big around. There was at least 18 candles. And from the bottom of the screen all the way to the top, and the flickering was so high, right? That's after I put the Blessed Mother in. And then even the two candles that were around the Blessed Mother, like right there, I got scared. I figured, I hope it don't catch on fire. I wasn't in my right mind. I wasn't thinking correctly.
Yeah.
And it stayed on for about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, I don't know. And then the picture came back on. There's gospel truth.
I believe you, Graham.
Lie. So that is unreal.
Yeah.
You want a cough drop?
No, thank you.
So anyway, I don't know, but these
They
things.
gave you a message.
It was either the Blessed Mother.
It was Jesus or his mom.
I truly be. And see, the Blessed Mother brought him home from the war.
I know. You pray to her every day.
I went to church every day. I received communion every day. But then I still lit the candle for her, and she's in this stone, like in this grotto look.
Yeah.
And I would say a rosary every day. And I seen on television so many people got killed, and I was really never scared. I really knew she would watch him. And she did, because that one time, when there were so many killed, because they were fighting with bayonets, and he fell asleep, was so tired. And the company left. They thought he was one of the dead. And he found his way to the right place in a strange country. And then the second time on them big mortars, 5 got killed, and he was the only one that didn't get killed in that group. There were 6. And when I said, when he had that stroke in the hospital the last night before he died, I went to the chapel and I prayed to the Blessed Mother that if he had to leave, if she'd take his soul, would you believe, on the assumption of the Blessed Mother? This is unreal.
Now, Jesus, God, Mary,
Yeah.
they helping us all the time, but especially to those who put the time into them.
I believe that. I think these
You get
that are
what you
really
give.
believers.
You can't be a part-time believer, Grandma.
Well, I tell you, I could have never married my husband if he didn't turn Catholic.
I don't think really Jesus cares about that.
No.
Or the Virgin Mary.
This is like 70 years ago.
Yeah, but love is love.
No. But there was such a difference between the Lutherans and the Catholic at that time.
Yeah, there was.
Not now. It's all the same thing.
Yeah. Well, it should be. It's
Yeah.
the belief in Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's important.
So
I was born, baptized, communed, confirmed Catholic, but I only believe in Jesus. If somebody asks me if I'm a Catholic, I'll say I only believe in Jesus.
well, you got to believe in the Holy Father too.
Well, to me, they're all the same group.
Well, I realize that, and I'm thinking, maybe I'm not praying correctly.
No, you're praying correctly. If you talk to God, or you talk to Jesus, or you talk to Mary, they're all getting the message.
Yeah, because I know you have to go to Jesus to get to God, so that's why I pray to him. But after all, he's the Heavenly Father, so maybe he's the one I should be praying to.
Well,
but I usually say my prayers like,
Jesus says, no one goes to the Father except through me.
You're right. That's why you pray that way.
Yeah.
But I always say when I pray to the Father, Then I say the name of Jesus.
For he so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
That must have been so hard. See, I couldn't have done that if that was
Well,
my son.
God knew what had to be done in order for the rules of the Old Testament to change to the New Testament.
And now, do you want to sit down and we talk for a few minutes?
Yeah.
Or, hey, wait a second. Maybe you want to go home if your mother had.
No.
Your wife had a. Don't take your shoes off.
They're clean. My boots are clean.
I will pull it. So this way you drop your stuff. And then I feel so bad that I dressed so awful.
No, you look so gorgeous. Sometimes I feel like I'm underdressed.
Would you like Pepsi or
Yes,
orange
I'll
juice
take a
or-
little bit of Pepsi.
Huh?
I'll get it.
Oh,
Take
wait
a
minute.
seat, Granny.
Pepsi
Is in the refrigerator?
In that refrigerator. And so just take what you want.
What about your car? It's good now? No, your car's okay now?
Oh, yeah. So there's my mail from one day, from the second day. I feel so bad and I look so terrible.
Grandma, be
I'm
quiet,
just
please.
trying to hide all the time. I should just say, well, so, that is kind of different. So your dad and your mother are going to a birthday party today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
it's in Holly. No, is it Holly?
Oh, okay. It's a little bit of a drive.
Yeah. He's working, because he called me last night, must have been around 10 o'clock. Because I was listening to the news on Fox News, so I know what time. And so he was saying that, because I says, did you work today? And he says, no. No, yeah, he did. I says, are you working tomorrow? And he says, no. He says, not at work. He said, I said, so what are you going to do with yourself? He says, I'm going to work around the house. The stuff that he has in a garage in a corner, he's going to start putting it where it belongs.
Him and Heather went out this morning.
Yeah, he said he's taking Heather so she can learn, she can
Yep.
drive. And she already had her lesson. I thought she was driving already,
She has a permit.
just a permit.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
takes her driving test on July 4th. July 4th in the morning.
Oh, she took it?
No, this July 4th she takes it.
Oh, and because I asked him, I says, well, because he says he was going to take her so she could drive. And I says, I thought she was driving already. He says, no, she took the lessons. And I says, are you sure that it's okay for you? I'm always thinking, so no trouble.
Yeah. No, she's a good driver.
Yeah, oh, I believe that. But I says, you might have to take her someplace where you figure there's not too many people. I says,
We let her drive anywhere.
so he'll let her drive.
Yeah.
And I says, so that you guys wouldn't get in trouble, because that would maybe even be bad for her. Not only for him.
I don't think a cop is really gonna make an issue of that. She's allowed to drive with anybody who's over 18.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's allowed to drive already?
Yep. Yeah, she has a
Oh.
permit. Yeah, she's been driving for like 6
Good.
months.
So, and he says, and then he's invited to a birthday party. And I says, a birthday party? I says, is it a family birthday party? I figured like maybe your mother's
Yeah.
family, Because I didn't think there was a birthday party. I think they would have invited me. It was behind. And he says, no, it's a guy that he works with. And his wife, they bought a home in Holly. Is it Holly?
Yes.
Is it Mount Holly or is it Holly?
No, I think it's just Holly. Mount Holly is the, like, over by Auburn Hills.
Oh,
Mount Holly's like that little place you could ski right north of Auburn Hills.
No, I think it's further because I think.
Yeah, but Holly, Michigan is about an hour from here.
Yeah, it would be like a little past Flint.
Correct.
Okay, that's where they went. Because his wife, I guess, she transferred to Flint, just like Andy did. And so he's maybe going to transfer also if he can.
To Flint?
No,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
you're so lucky that you can just do it after. You know what I have to do? I have to lay on a bed.
I used to be
Open
like
my
that.
eye.
I'm serious. I used to be like. Now it's just easier to just do it. Well, you want some?
No. And then I have to close my eyes so I can blink them because I can't stand the light.
Yeah. I have some other eye drops that they came from Japan. A friend of mine who just passed away a couple months ago. His brother speaks Japanese and he teaches English over there. So over there the people over in Japan, they work like 14, 15-hour shifts, sometimes only staring at a computer. So some of the eye drops are made for people who look at television screens for 12 plus hours. And these eye drops are so good. You put them in your eye, and for about 30 seconds, it feels like somebody puts an ice cube in your eye. It's a strange feeling.
What is the name of that eye drop?
I don't know, it's Japanese.
Yeah.
But they don't make that kind of stuff in America. But as soon as you put them in, it feels like somebody put an ice cube in your eye, and for about 30 seconds, you really can't open your eyes. But when finally it goes away after about a minute, it's like you got brand new eyes. So beautiful. I'm serious. It's a strange feeling to get used to.
How long have you been using that?
I don't use them very often. Only when my
Your
eyes.
eyes are
Yeah.
really bad.
Yep. Like when I've been
How
up.
did you buy 'em?
He brought them back for me from Japan.
Yeah, but nobody's driving too much over to Japan. None of them.
No, you can order stuff and by on the computer, and it'll be shipped over here now. I could do that too, but he just brought them for me.
Well, that was very nice.
Yeah.
Now, you work with the guy?
No, I grew up with him, but he just passed away like a month ago. He was a young guy, younger than me.
And what did he pass away of? Corona?
No, they think liver and kidney failure.
That's so sad.
Yeah, he was single, didn't have any kids, and he was always a real hard worker. He owned his own lawn company.
Yeah.
And
How'd you meet him?
I went to school with him. And every time I got laid off, I would work with him. If I needed money, he would allow me to work with him. He didn't have any other employees. He just did everything himself.
Wow.
So, but I've heard since like Corona, he had put on like 30 pounds over a couple months time frame. He was drinking kind of heavy, and
That's what killed him. The drink.
that's what his parents think.
Yeah. If it was his liver and his kidneys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think people realize what the hell you put in your body actually really works.
Yeah.
That you shouldn't use it.
Well, anything in moderation
Yeah.
kind of isn't bad. But when you're drinking every day,
Yeah.
it builds up. For people who have a couple drinks a week, I don't think that's a big problem. But if you drink every day, it's a problem.
I think if your grandpa would have not drank and smoked,
Yeah,
he would have probably still been here.
that's possible.
Because
But after all he had been through, that was kind of what he used to cope
but yeah,
with the
but
nightmares.
his brother Wally was in service too, and now that before he died when he was older, it used to bother him because he remembered all the stuff that they were doing. But he was not a drinker, see?
Yeah.
I guess he was around 90.
Yeah, he was over 90, right? 89 or
so.
90?
I don't remember, but very old.
Yeah.
It was very old.
And think, here
Not
you
that-
are,
Not extremely
still
old.
driving. You look like you're 70.
And You notice now, like my voice is different today?
It's because you haven't been talking in a long time.
No. And I know that if the old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. That happens. And
Yeah.
then when I talk a little bit, then it gets hoarse right away because I'm not used to that.
That's right. That's why I love talking with you.
That is awful. And I can't believe that I don't get work company. And I won't ask them to come. And those that don't call me,
Well,
I
what do you
don't call
mean?
them back.
I've been coming over.
Well, no,
We were
no,
coming
no.
over for.
I know you're the only one.
I know.
But even as close as I was to Don's kids, and him not really working, but he's looking for a job. He's been looking since October. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And Stuart was working at Force. He was hired in by these that look for people to put in wherever they're needed. And I think that it's over now, or at the end of this month. So now, he won't have a job either unless the Force would hire him. If they like his work, maybe they would hire him.
It's possible.
Or maybe that company might find something else for him. But I tell you, they're both home. I would figure that they would be here and say, Grandma, how are you doing? Can we do this? Can we do that?
But they're living their own life too.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when, for me, I'm almost 40. But them, they don't have any kids. They're not married.
Yeah, because really Austin's 26.
They love you,
He's going to
Grandma.
be 27. Oh, I know they really love me. But it's just unusual. Or even next door. Katie's still at home, but she's so busy with her boyfriend. I know how it is.
She's such a sweet girl.
Huh?
She's a very sweet girl.
Oh God, you couldn't get a better person. No, she's excellent. Well, you can't say you couldn't get a better person because I think your Heather is in that same category.
Yeah, she's a good girl too.
Yeah.
Very proud.
Does she have a boyfriend?
Yeah. She's had a boyfriend for about a year.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even think they've ever really
No,
kissed.
but the boyfriend,
Oh, he's a good boy.
he's a good kid.
Yeah, he was already in college while he was still in high school.
Well, that's wonderful.
Works. His parents are good people. His dad's from Canada.
What nationality is he?
He's black. No. Some white boys. Yeah,
I cannot hide my feelings.
it is what it is, Grandma.
Yeah.
You
I
shouldn't
know.
want to hide
But
your
what
feelings.
is he anyway?
I think they're German.
German? That's good. And they're from Canada?
His dad was from Canada.
Oh, but do they live here now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yep.
Because I tell you, I was married to a German.
Very smart. His dad's a engineer or something, and his name is Mark, Heather's boyfriend. Yeah, he's a good kid. Really straight, very respectful,
Yeah.
intelligent.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, if you get a person that's a decent person, nothing
Kind-hearted.
else matters.
Yeah, they're still teenagers, obviously, but if I didn't like what I seen, she wouldn't have been in contact with him.
If what?
If I didn't really like what I seen in him,
Yeah.
she wouldn't have been.
So how did you have a hand in arranging it or
No.
no?
No, they just
In
they
school?
kind of.
Yeah.
So,
So you must have said he looks like a good kid.
well, I don't want anybody dating my daughter, but I'm gonna be realistic about it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna allow her to pause her life because then that just
Yeah.
causes her to sneak.
Yep.
So,
You're right. Oh, she liked it. She liked.
she
it.
wouldn't. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
she wouldn't be sneaky, but like I said, as long as she uses her brain and she thinks about her school and her future before
Yeah.
she's thinking about a boyfriend, then so be it.
Is she planning on going to college?
Yep.
That's good. Did she?
She's really not sure too much what she wants to do. She did like accounting, she said. Maybe like something what Aunt Mary does. Something of the sort. But We'll see.
She doesn't like that. It's probably too hard. Not only that it's too hard, I mean, but Mary got a promotion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she is. It's here someplace. Joan sent me this clipping that was in the, I keep thinking, a daily paper.
Oh no shit.
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Mary made the paper?
Yeah,
Really?
I will show you. I find it. I would be more willing to do more if I was dressed better. I should have went and changed clothes. I wouldn't feel so awful because really it bothers me so much when I look so crazy.
You look beautiful, Grandma. You look like an angel sent from Jesus.
I said, Joan, don't throw that paper out. I would like it. And since I don't see her very much, and
Somebody cutting the grass? Oh, wow.
she was doing that work even before she got the promotion.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, that's in the Macomb Daily.
Yeah. And Joan says, I didn't even recognize her. She doesn't look like herself.
No, she looks good in that picture.
She looks older.
I was gonna say a little bit younger,
I'll
but
tell you, Brian has a good wife.
oh yeah, she is a good lady.
I'm telling you.
She's always been
Yeah.
one of the sweetest people in the family.
Yeah.
Very kind-mannered,
Yeah.
always very welcoming.
Never take advantage of anybody.
Yep. Good people.
He really lucked out.
Yeah.
When he used to tell me, Mary's just like you. You know, smart.
Yeah, but she had good parents too. The Cores were always good people.
Yeah. And I said, you couldn't be so lucky. Because you had a good mother and then you'd have a good wife. There's never an argument. As many times as I went with them up north or anything, there's such love. They do everything together. He's outside working, she's outside working. It's just, when they were doing the jam, I went there, to talk to them. I said, do you mind if I come over? And so they said no, because that was the day when I picked mine. And my berries were not good because I picked for everybody. I didn't want to have to walk that far. If you look at that house across, you can see that roof.
Okay.
Do you see that one over there?
Yeah.
From where I was dropped off, at least twice the length. I didn't
Jesus.
think I was going to make it.
It's
No, I'm not
far
kidding.
away.
Yeah. I was in so much pain after I fell. I couldn't carry my berries. I said to Mitchell, can you carry mine too? And when I fell,
You fell on the dirt?
Well, I thought I fell on the berry line. And
Who
I thought,
gives a
oh,
shit?
shit.
Yeah.
So I figured I'll have all the berries. I had a gray pair of shorts. See, I wouldn't wear anything like this. You see how ripped it is? But these are the pants that I put on if I'm working in a garden.
Yeah.
Because, they can't see that far, but they're so stretchy.
You don't want nobody to see those thighs, Grandma.
Huh?
You don't want nobody to see those thighs.
Or sometimes if I wash a car, like in the afternoon, when nobody is around, everybody's at work, then I'd wear them. Otherwise, no. But I didn't want to throw them out just for the reason of the garden.
Yeah.
This is so terrible. I mean, that's the worst thing that I have in a house. The worst thing that I had in a house is I put in. Now, and I have all kinds of white shirts. There's at least 20, 25, and good ones. This is the worst one, but I figured nobody will see it. Oh, well.
Yep.
But I went there, and Mary had already washed the berries, 'cause she washes them before she puts the backs off. So Brian is cutting all the backs off. And so she's got them crushed already. And then you put the sugar in, and then you have to mix it, you know. And so he did all the berries. I says, Brian, you're wasting too much berry. Because I just, with the knife, peel it out,
Yeah.
you know, take the backs off. But I didn't, but he had such nice berries. Because I told Mitchell, I says, Mitch, I know I can't walk that far. I said, so why don't you go? Because where he was picking around, where I was, you know, walking around, whatever, they were really not good berries. I'll show you what kind of freaking berries I have that I made jam with. I would have never picked them if I felt good and I could have walked.
Did you make me any jam?
If I made you some jam?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I took it downstairs yesterday because it's got to be on a.
Let me see those strawberries.
So I put this because, you know, strawberries, I can, you see, they're not good looking berries, they're small berries.
Yeah, but
Because they
the
were all
colors are
picked
good.
over. Well,
No, the
yeah,
colors, texture is
some.
good.
eat some, but you want to rinse them off maybe, because I didn't wash them. They're not really like good berries. Like I said, if you can't go
Not
there,
too sweet.
huh?
They're not too sweet.
No, they won't be as good a jam as I usually. When I used to pick berries, I would just pick the good berries that are nice and ripe. But I'm so tired. Listen, I can't bend down to kneel because if I kneel, I can't get up.
Yeah.
So now this is, I have to pick like this. And I think that's what happened in the university that week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And this all hurts. My back hurts so bad I could barely walk.
Yeah, but Grandma, you haven't done anything really exerting for a
Now,
couple
you
months.
see- now, come here. When you see, do you see how skinny this is? And do you see the difference, how swollen that is?
Yeah, absolutely.
And when I said my knee hurts, and I figured maybe you thought I was just saying that
No.
to find an excuse. And so I figured, oh, well, I probably hurt his feelings. I gotta wait. But you can see that.
No.
That leg is even swollen.
Absolutely.
So maybe Sundays, just Sundays. And I
No,
still
you
would
need
have went with you.
to relax.
I still would have went with you.
I know.
And you see all the pots that I use for making the jam? So I figured it's so hard for me to bend over in the back. These are things that I don't use every day.
Yeah.
And I figured I'll just wash everything up and leave it there.
You want me to put them down for you?
No.
Why?
No, that's all right. This can just stay there.
Okay.
And so, but anyway. But see, and you see how round this is, and this one here, this is, hey, I do it all the time, because they always keep on time.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
So your Heather is gonna graduate next year. Yes?
Yeah.
She's in the 11th grade,
No, she'll be senior. She'll be 12th grade.
next year.
Yep.
Yeah, this fall.
This
But
fall.
is there gonna be school, or is it all from,
No, everything's gonna be back to normal.
that is wonderful. See, all
Supposed to
schools
be.
are-
Let's see
yeah.
what this dummy governor does. But
She's just like Pelosi.
yeah,
That
She is.
Pelosi is sick.
she's a
I got-
scumbag.
I never told you, I got a call. I don't know if it was a Democrat or a Republican. The day that I was picking berries, and I came home and I was so tired. So I washed my hands right away, because I didn't touch no berries, just there. And so I went, first thing I did is wash my hands real good. And I figured, and I gotta make some to eat quick. And I did. I had some roast beef, and I like ketchup on it with roast beef, a sandwich, one piece of bread.
Yeah.
And then I was full. And so then I sat there and I figured, because I was gonna go take a shower, and I figured, no, I'll wait a little while because I was so tired. I figured I can't go back in the shower yet. And the phone rings, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I figured, I'll pick this. I seen that newness. on that phone
Yeah.
so many times that I never pick up because I know that's from either the Republican or the Democrat.
Yeah, Nunes is a Republican senator. Devin Nunes.
Yeah, I already checked it out.
No, he's a
to
good
see
guy.
after I hung up.
He's a patriot.
Yeah,
He's true. He's totally on Trump's team.
very good. So anyway, this woman calls, and she says that the Democrats are trying to get Trump out, something to the effect. She says, and the Republicans are trying to get Nancy out of the,
The Senate or the House.
yeah. And she says to try and get her out something about 10 years. And she says, what is your take on this, if I support it? And I said, you mean, I forget what is the word that you use, because it came to me so fast that if you're like not playing with the full
Yeah.
deck. What's the word?
For what?
What is the word that to describe somebody that's mentally not stable?
Dementia?
Oh, I didn't say, I don't think dementia, I didn't
That's
say that.
some.
Huh?
Wait, the word. If somebody's not playing with the full deck.
Yeah. Yeah, like dementia, but I didn't say dementia, I says, what word did I say? I don't want to tell you something that
It's an old
is
fogey.
not correct. But anyway, I says, you mean old? I think it starts with the E.
And it means old.
No, not the old, the craziness. Well, whatever.
Erratic.
No. I can't. Anyway, I says, you're referring to Nancy Pelosi? First I said the old,
Elderly.
no, like crazy, but I didn't say crazy. I says, Nancy Pelosi, the old, and that word. I says, getting fired? I says, she should have been fired 10 years ago, and I hung up.
That is real.
Well, that's the truth.
Yeah, she should have been fired 20 years ago.
Yeah. But she never called back. But
She's an evil lady. She talks about how she's so.
She's such a hypocrite.
Exactly.
When she knelt, because Trump with the Bible,
Yeah.
now they're with the Bible, even Biden.
She knelt for the Black Lives Matter. Bullshit. Yeah, but she says she's all about Jesus, but